Here's the snapback. Here's the kick. He's got the leg into it. If it is good, and it is! Austin Starr, a 49-yard field goal, and Indiana leads 27-24.
Oh, it's an end around one to throw. Page looking at the quarterback, and it's a touchdown! Page finds Leno!
Penix rolling out of the pocket to his strong hand. Delivers deep down the field. Caught, touchdown! Fried Fogel again.
No superstars, below 500, and worst defense in the nation. Easy W, right? Not if you're IU football. This is the LEO podcast, and I'm your host, Michael Bragg. You can find me on Twitter at Bragley, Braggley, and I'm here with my co-host, Brandon. You can find him on Twitter at Brandon Dubich. That's Brandon spelled traditionally. That's Dubich, Dubich. What's up, Brando?
Not much at all. Excited to talk. You know what? I am excited to talk the 35th annual Outback Bowl. Yeah. Let's go bowling, Michael.
Well, that's where we're at. We're
I
on
suck at
this
bowling.
part
Are you
of
any
the
good at
season.
bowling? Are you any good at bowling?
I'm okay. I haven't been for years, probably 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
I do this thing where I only put the 2 fingers in the ball, like the middle in the ring. I don't put my thumb in there.
Yeah.
And I do a lot of spinning. Yeah.
Oh, you're a spin guy.
I'm a spin guy.
Gotcha.
Never really been so good with the 3 fingers in the 3 holes and then right down the middle.
Well, we share that with IU then. All 3 of us not very good at bowling. See, that was a terrible joke, but I set that up the entire time.
I'm not terrible. I wouldn't say I'm terrible. Would not say I'm great. Like I'm like 3rd on the bowling team. If I had a hypothetical 4-person bowling team.
Yeah.
So if we haven't figured it out by now, we are at this point in the season in review. This is the end. This is where the train stops. This is the Outback Bowl season in review, game review, where we go back and we rewatch this again. And believe it or not, this was not as hard to watch as I thought it was going to be for 2 reasons. One, I did not want to jump off of a bridge after this. And 2, it was only 26 minutes long. So that was also very cool. We're going to break down the game between the number 7, or if you work for ESPN in the college football playoff, the number 11 Indiana Hoosiers against the unranked and under 500 Ole Miss Rebels. Brandon, do you have anything you want to talk about before we dive into kind of like our breakdown of how the game went real quick?
I mean, how can you not compare Lane Kiffin to Bill Belichick? Just an absolute mastermind.
I mean, for like a year, and then he'll do something stupid, and then he'll be gone. So let's get into the game. This will be quick. I think it'll be quick. At least the first half will be quick. There wasn't a whole lot going on in the first quarter. First drive, in my opinion, they just drove it right down our throats. 2 quick, good-sized pass plays.
We just finished, like, literally, you and I have rewatched the entire season.
Yeah.
Our corners never lined 5 yards off wide receivers. Why did we start giving 8 to 10? Were we playing scared?
No, I honestly think that, and we talked about it in the post-game pod.
It was our most popular pod, by the way.
Was it? Yes, it was. Well, God, what a doom pod that was. I'm just looking. I don't know. I haven't listened to it for a while, but I'm just looking at my outline from that pod, and man, that was bad.
But apparently people were mad too and wanted to listen.
So I think, a classic start for us this year is where we started off slow. Usually it's the offense that starts off slow. Defense started off pretty slow, and we were what I thought was pretty slow on the initial watch the entire time, and not ready for them at all. But that's just their style, and it just worked that particular drive. It didn't work that much. Let's be honest. They finished with 26 points. And that's an offense that averaged almost 40 points a game.
It happened in the first quarter. It happened in every quarter. I just never saw us bite on that many, play action. I never saw us jump that many routes. Like, we just weren't disciplined. You said it in the post game pod. We were just too excited.
Yeah.
We
Hyped.
started playing outside of what we normally, the players, every single one of them tried to do too much instead of staying gap discipline, responsibility discipline. Everyone seemed to be out of position all the time.
Yeah. And I would say this is pretty limited to the first half. It gets a lot better as the game goes on. But yeah, they'd march down the field. Good thing is we did have a lot of bend don't break. I'm not a huge fan of that saying, but a lot of bend don't break defense in this game, and we stopped them. They got a field goal on the first drive, and then I'm going to go ahead and rev you up on this one. On our first drive, I thought Tuttle looked sharp. I thought he looked confident. I thought he looked like he knew what he was doing. I to be honest with you, unless somebody was running at him full speed, totally unblocked, which happened a lot in this game, he looked great. The problem is, well, we'll get to that after the breakdown. So the first drive for us.
The first drive did look good,
yeah.
But
Wap ends that drive. He's the reason why we don't score any points on that drive.
Weird jump on that ball. I think the play calling was phenomenal. The rollouts, I don't remember us rolling out with Penix at all.
Yeah.
I don't remember running that much play action, which I don't know why Ole Miss is biting on play action because we don't run the ball. And we were running stretch runs. Like the first drive, everything we were doing was working. And then we just started running halfback dives and running plays up the sideline and running screens.
That sideline screen is just
it's
got to go away.
Everything that worked in the first half also worked in the third quarter. It's like I've been ripping Sheridan's scripts. I actually liked these scripts, but they got completely away from them.
Yeah.
Man, as much as I loved the play calling in the first drive of each half, I hated everything else.
Yeah.
So especially the final drive, which I have a long rant for that.
Yeah, we'll get there quickly.
But yeah, you're right, dude. I mean, our offense looked amazing.
Yeah. I'm going to compare what you just said to the scripting of the plays. So you script plays at the beginning of the game, and then maybe when you come out at halftime. We did get the ball back to start the third quarter, so I would assume that they probably scripted that drive as well. But what you noticed as you go through that is that script was gone, and he's calling plays live, and they weren't working. He was calling 2 or 3 different plays, it seemed like, and they just weren't gonna work. And what was working was the running game, and it's almost like
Stevie's best game.
So technically not yeah, it is probably his best game of the season.
Over 130 total yards.
Yeah, I thought he had
over
a great
5
game.
yards rushing, 2 touchdowns.
I thought he had a great game.
Man, I have a note later on. Like, we're gonna miss Stevie. I know you think that running back room's in a really good place, and I mostly agree. But I have a few times like Stevie's tough, hard run. What a catch!
I think we saw that Samson James. That was his first game back, if I'm not mistaken, from some off the field. I don't want to say issues, but some off the field things that kept him away from the team for a bit. But he looked a little rusty. Baldwin didn't look great, but Stevie came out, and I think he maybe knew that this was going to be his last game. And he played like it for sure. So either way, so we get the first thing. We already touched on the WAP thing. Second drive for Ole Miss, they go nowhere. Second drive for us, that's where we get the running game going.
Yep.
And then we have your boy come out, and he hits a Chucky bomb, and we're tied 3-3. And then Ole Miss drives right back down again, 6-3 into the first quarter.
Woo!
Yeah. So what we thought was going to be a blowout game for IU is quickly, in my opinion, when I remember watching it, turning into
in your living room, it got real tight butthole.
Yeah, real tense. And then it got even worse after their first drive of the second quarter when they went down and scored. And then this is what I was talking about the Tuttle thing. So Tuttle throws a pick 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. We're driving down the field, no problem. He had scrambled once before in the game. He had a couple designed runs before in this half. But he got a ton of pressure. He had three guys coming right up the middle, right into
He
his
had
face.
happy
So he
feet.
tries to roll.
He was throwing. I realized on second watch, I ripped his arm so bad. It wasn't his arm. He was throwing off his back foot. He was throwing off balance. His feet, I didn't chart all of his passes. But I bet he threw off balance 50, maybe more than 50% of his throws.
And on this throw, he's rolling to his left, which is the bad side to roll to if you're right-handed.
Yep.
And is obviously being chased. So what I was saying was,
with a receiver running upfield, that is all.
He had nobody in front of him. He could have scrambled if he wanted to, or and this is going to hurt us later in the game. He could have tried to throw the ball away. But again, you got to put yourself in his shoes. That's his second start. And he's had no time to throw the ball in either one of those starts. I thought he looked good though this game.
He didn't look as bad as I made it out. So no. Jack Tuttle, here is my apology, and your apology to your arm.
Yes, thank you.
Play.
Thank you.
Because your play, I think I was deserving of criticism, but it wasn't your arm.
No.
You went
41 QBR in this game. Not great.
Yeah, it was more the decision making and happy feet and just not relying on things you've had practiced since you've been probably 5 years old.
Sure. So if I told you we were down 13-3 at halftime with a blocked field goal going into halftime, I thought we felt pretty good from what I remembered. We had
absolutely.
That block, a little bit of Uncle Mo. We were ripping Micah a little bit for that kneel that he took.
I don't know if we were ripping him, but we can just be like, that guy hasn't played offense in a long time.
Yeah. But that felt good. We're getting the ball back. But
it's funny how football is, because if it was 16-3, I think I would have been concerned, right? Because they would have scored on 3 out of 4 possessions, and it would have been like, oh God, it doesn't seem like that train's gonna stop.
Yeah.
But you're right. Yeah, I mean, we were both confident going into halftime, knowing we were getting the ball back.
Yep.
One thing I did want to hit, especially in all game actually, and all season, tight ends really hurt us. And I want to ask you, is that because Kane Womack just always blitzed and it left the middle?
That's got to be what it is. Yeah.
Open. So going into next year, I also think a reason we got all the turnovers and turned it into Indiana and all those things that have been put out there were because of the blitz. So going into next year, do you want to see us keep up that blitz and leave the middle vulnerable? Or do we correct that?
So somebody that I didn't think we were going to miss is going to be back next year. Hopefully, knock on wood. Marcelino will be back. And I think he is the perfect person to take those tight ends one-on-one. So I'm not going to poo-poo, obviously, on Jamar or Bryant Fitzgerald, which I just don't think that's his strength. He's not a Husky. When he came in his freshman year, they were going to put him at safety. And whenever he does play safety, he's good.
In the end zone, we've seen him make big pass breakups.
Against Minnesota, I think he had an interception his freshman year at safety. He was good. But he had to move to Husky or he put on weight in the weight room or whatever, and they just moved him down. And I just don't think he's as good at that position. But yeah, I do.
You didn't answer it. Do you want to keep up that blitzing? Okay, you do.
Yeah.
So do I.
Yep.
I mean, again, I don't know if you said this on the pod or you said it on the in prep, but 26 points, we win a lot of those games.
Yeah.
Tight ends, seams, slants really killed us, but they still only scored 26 points.
Yeah.
And I think, don't look at just this game, look at the entire season. Blitzing the way we did made us what we are. It got us to only one loss the entire season. So I'm with you. I think Lane made heck of a game plan and took advantage of tape that he clearly saw that the middle was so open, but they still only scored 26 points.
Yep. I totally agree. I think what we should do.
When we agree, that's bad podcasting. You got to quit agreeing.
Good.
Call me
good.
an idiot.
No, you're not an idiot though, because I actually agree with you for one thing ever. So we can skip a little bit. We can talk Chucky Bomb. He hits a 53-yarder to start the third quarter on our first drive, and then they go down and they score. They marched right down. I mean, 2 I had one really big run, and then another run immediately after sets up the touchdown. And then I put whopped. I feel bad
That's bad
saying
too.
that.
I mean, that's about as bad as my bowling joke earlier.
But he is an emotional player.
Tried to do too much.
He did, and I
It's
think
just
that
what everyone else did. Again, I
Yeah.
mean, he fumbled that ball because he tried to stiff arm.
Yep.
Wop, you're like a paper towel soaking wet, dude. You're like your freaking Heisman move ain't gonna do much, dude. Just protect the ball and go down.
Yeah, But that's just
that
him. He's
play
just
was a
emotional,
microcosm for the entire game. Like that
Yeah.
microcosm. That is next level vernacular.
Because we were driving it
Yeah.
right down their throat, and we were going to go down and go 20-13. But they fumble, and so that was pretty much it on the third quarter. They didn't score again. The defense. This is what I'm telling you about. Like, we gave them the interception, didn't score. They missed a field goal, blocked it, but they had a possession in between. They didn't do anything. They get the WAP fumble. They don't do anything. We get the first drive of the fourth quarter, and guess who finally gets his number called enough? It's Stevie. All Stevie on that drive.
But again, we got back to what was working. We got back to Stevie. We got back to rollouts to WAP. We had Tuttle running, which, hey, guess what? If your quarterback can't throw, maybe don't throw the ball 25 times in the second half.
Yeah.
We got the things that were working. Wildcat, quarterback runs, WAP.
The Wildcat on that second drive, which was the second touchdown. Yeah.
Again, there was, again, all season, I think a lot of our goals to go were brilliant, but then a lot of our opening scripts were bad. This opening script was bad, but for some reason we didn't make adjustments. Like, just a little bit of head scratching all year. Some real high highs from Sheridan and some real low lows, which I think you're going to get with a first-year offensive coordinator.
Yeah, I do too. And I think that I hope that he's going to learn from these mistakes. Maybe.
I don't want to call him learning curve because, Allen's first year, man, he made some bonehead coaching decisions, right? Like, if you go back, so I do think there is a learning curve that comes with coaching at any level, but especially tougher as you move up. I still have faith in Nick Sheridan because, again, I think there was a lot of good stuff throughout the year, but this game certainly had a lot of question marks.
Definitely. Do you want to jump ahead to that final drive, down 26-20? Or do you want to talk? I don't want to talk about the drive that I called it the number 10 drive. Whatever, John Ryan, whatever his name is.
Reese. Yeah, John Ryan Reese. Again, it was like I mentioned. They circled, hey, guess what? Tight end, slot. He was a quarterback. Go here. Just literally go here.
Say that again? He was a what?
He's a quarterback, right?
A quarterback. Yeah.
But I mean, but all game they're like, he's a running back. He's a wide receiver. He's a tight end.
He's going to be their quarterback if
Corral.
Golden Corral's gone.
Golden Corral. Golden Corral versus Outback. Who are you taking?
I'm taking Outback all day. It's my
I
favorite
know,
restaurant.
Big Outback. We don't need to cover that again.
Yeah.
But again, I mean, I just want to go back to that drive that they end up missing the extra point on. Jalen Williams, instead of just wrapping up, he tries to step in for the interception and gives up a chunk play. Cam Jones misses a sack. Again, there were just all these little things, a lot of they had. I looked this up. They had 4 double-digit drives. I'd be surprised if we gave up 10 double-digit drives the entire season. Double-digit drives happen when you don't wrap up, when there's a breakdown in coverage, when your defensive line is getting pushed back. That is how you get. They had an 18-play drive in this game. All those things happen when you don't do all the little things. And that's really what this game came down to, was IU shooting themselves in the foot. But in this case, instead of a gunshot wound, it was death by a million paper cuts.
Yeah. And I didn't, as I said earlier, I said it was 26 minutes, the condensed game that I watched. I
watched the hour version.
I didn't want to watch the full thing.
Yeah, I watched the hour version. There was a whole 2 hour and 3 minute one.
Yeah. The
I didn't
whole
watch that.
whole shebang. Yeah, I wish that I could have counted how many times we hit Corral or a running back in the backfield. I remember one in particular. It had to have been the second or the fourth quarter. Micah came just out of a
Bad out of hell.
yeah, just
Bat
straight
out
out of a gun or something, and just I thought he was gonna kill him, but no, he just bounced right off him, and the dude's like 5'8", like he's tiny, and he just bounced like right off of him, and he ended up picking up a first down on that play or the next play that extended a drive, and then they did a lot of, and we talked about it in our post game immediately after the game and after we had a little bit of time to calm down. Was you talked about it just a little bit ago with the adjustments. The pace of their offense is something that we might have had a little bit of a taste of it with Maryland, but not like this. This was a totally different. This was Kevin Wilson, and not something that we were prepared
Kevin Wilson,
for, apparently.
Oklahoma.
Yeah. So let's get to the final drive, I guess. I'm going to tell you a little bit about like what I said. I'm not going to break down the whole thing, but basically what I said was I called this the Tuttle play calling offensive line mistakes drive. I don't want to totally blame this on Tuttle, but that play we were on their inside their 35-yard line, down 6 with about, actually, you know what? I wrote at a minute 20, all the shit hits the fan.
What was it? Was it the short side of the field screen or on first down, or was it the rollout on the short side of the screen field second down
that he took?
Because both were horrible.
Well, that's what I'm talking about, the play calling mistakes. And that's the thing I also that's the only reason I put Tuttle in here, was on that second down where he rolls out. They're screaming it on the telecast. Throw the ball. You can't take a sack.
And then he does this little spin to go back to the middle of the field. Like, bro, just throw the fucking ball.
He's a gamer, man. It's hard.
Hit the cheerleader. Hit the drunk dude in the stand.
It's hard to blame kids or really, well,
absolutely.
I don't think you really see that in the NFL too much, but it's hard to blame some of these kids that are just gamers, man. You can tell that kid's a gamer. Like, he may not be the best quarterback out there, the best player on the field, but that dude cares, and he is trying to make a play on every single time he has a football. And so instead of doing like the Xander Diamont total spin move and go all the way back to the other side of the field kind of thing, he just kind of falls down. But even at that point, just hit Tom Allen in the face. Like, he'll take it right to his face. He didn't care.
Oh yeah, no. You know what? With the Happy Gilmore, where he just takes the pucks off the chest, or the baseballs off the chest. Like, Tom Allen will do it. Like, hit me. Like, literally hit me.
Yeah. So I'll let you talk about this play calling drive. I've talked about the majority of the game. So if you want to break this drive down, I'll let you go ahead.
I don't know how much there is to break down other than, to make the corny announcer pun, because they did it a few times. The play sheet on 3rd and long isn't very long. There's not too many plays when you have 3rd and behind the chains. Even the 3rd down call, I don't get. Like, you and I have watched enough football. If you're at 3rd and long, knowing you're going into 4th down, you try to get 5 to 8 yards, right? They ran a Hail Mary on 3rd and 18. It was a 5-step drop, chucking it to Freifogel, which, guess what? There are worse play calls because Freifogel can go up and get the ball, but that's a 4th down play call. Like, why not just run some double slants? There's plenty of time. Time isn't an issue.
And a timeout. And one timeout left.
So just run something in the middle of the field and make it 4th and 10. What are you doing? Again, I didn't see enough of the screen to see if there were players underneath, and that was just a Tuttle read. But you don't draw up a 5-step drop back if you're not chucking the ball deep.
Yeah. Yep.
You could tell the way he dropped back that was at least the primary read.
Yep.
So I don't know which play call was worse, the 1st down, the 2nd down, or the 3rd down, but all of them were just horrifically bad. And then you get to 4th down, and here comes, again, I don't want to call Tom Allen inexperienced, but you absolutely got to be right next to a ref if you're going to even consider a timeout. That was one thing that I rewound a few times, And I was like, where is he at? Like, how does a head coach not get a timeout in? Because you see it all the time, especially in these late games, the coaches are right next to the ref. That was a little bizarre that somehow Tom Allen didn't get a timeout on that final throw. I don't know how much it would have mattered.
Yeah. I also think that you're not playing this right. Your role as an IU fan. I remember screaming with you, like, how can you not hear this guy? There's 16 people in the stadium. It's not like it's super loud. Yeah. The dude is full on sprinting towards this referee and he can scream. He probably didn't have a voice at that point, maybe. But he's screaming for a timeout. And if they see it on TV seconds before the ball snaps.
You calling SEC refs? You calling an SEC inside job? I love it. I'm here for it. I 100%. Am absolutely here for the SEC.
Come at me, SEC. That's it, man. That's the ball game. We lose 26-20. I've got some notes about the game.
Yeah.
So you've kind of already taken away the Tuttle stuff. I had a whole bunch of Tuttle stuff for you.
I walked it back. I did walk it back.
Here's what I wrote. Here's what I didn't really rip into you or anything, but I did say Tuttle made some really good throws. He made long throws to opposite sides of the hash marks. I thought he looked confident throughout most of the game until he separated his fucking shoulder. I mean, the dude played. Goes back to the gamer comment I just made. The dude played 3 quarters, almost 3 full quarters with a separated shoulders, and was making darts, bro. He was throwing darts at different points. You just set up
Brando's Randos with a.
There you go. Here. Almost there. We'll get there. We'll get there quick. And then I've got Stevie. Stevie was great, but wasn't used enough, especially after Tuttle separated his shoulder. And then we clearly couldn't slow their offense down. So why wouldn't we try to control the clock on our side of the ball? If I told you going into this game, we
almost doubled them in time of possession. I mean,
we need to triple them.
Yeah,
triple them. Because here's what: if I told you that Jack Tuttle had to throw the ball 45 times in this game, before you saw the game, before the game started, you'd be like, "This is not good." 45 times from Tuttle against this defense, this is not good. Or he threw for 900 yards. One of the two. Probably more realistic that he threw for 900 yards. Based on our pregame, that's probably what you would have said.
Yeah.
And then I also, the last point that I have about the game is that I thought we had a terrible offensive game plan, which we've ripped up. We did all of this already. I'm just highlighting it, I guess.
We've been doing this long enough. We've been doing this like 4 months now.
Yeah.
We get each other.
We're doing pretty well. I'm going to be brutally honest with you and our listeners that I feel like shit. So we should probably wrap this up here pretty soon. So let's get straight into our players of the game. I think this one's easy on offense. I think that there's only one.
Yes.
I'm not going to argue and pick WAP. I'm not going to pick I don't know.
There isn't. I mean, it's just
a backup offensive tackle or something.
It's just Stevie.
It's Stevie Scott. 19 carries, 99 yards, 5.2 per, and 2 touchdowns with a long at 21. That is not a Stevie Scott game that you would normally see this year, but he was unbelievable. The dude should have touched the ball 50 times. I mean, he touched it 21 times. Give him 30 touches at least. 30 touches, we win the game. I'll say it. 30 touches of the ball, that's 9 more times, we win the game. Second leading rusher on the game was Jack Tuttle with 9 carries, 26 yards. I mean, I don't know what we were doing. On defense, there's a lot to pick from, to be honest. And I
don't think so. I think there's 2.
I think that there's at least
I think there's really only 1. Again, we didn't compare notes here, but I almost love that you were going, we had 1 stud on offense and 1 stud on defense.
Oh, no, I think we've got 4 that played really well.
Wow. Okay.
Go ahead.
I'll go first. I think Jamar Johnson made a ton of plays. He was the only one that really seemed to not, mess up, for the lack of a better word.
Yeah.
I'll let, I think some other players had some up and down games or up and down plays, a little inconsistent. But go ahead. I'm curious to hear your other three because I have two guys that were in consideration.
Well, you said the inconsistent part. That's why. But I thought that you would jump on your boy real hard. I thought you would go Micah.
Yep.
But
He
yeah,
just missed too many. It was the most tackles I've seen him miss.
Missed. He had a lot of missed tackles. I think Jalen Williams played a pretty good game, but he also had a couple times where he jumped the routes. Monster
On
had
the
an okay
touchdown
game.
drive. On the touchdown drive, it's 3rd and 6. If he wraps them up, it's 4th and 2. Now
Yeah.
they've been going for it on fourth down.
Fourth and anything. Yeah.
So I'm not saying, we stop, maybe they get that first down anyway, but he could have stopped that drive when it was 2020. Instead, he did like a leaping jump into the sidelines, and instead of a 4-yard gain, it was like a 12-yard gain.
Yeah. Is
So
he back?
again,
Is he coming back?
he is.
Oh my God, we're gonna be so good.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. I the other people I had Jamar Johnson. That was gonna be my pick anyway. But Jamar Johnson or Micah. I'll pick Micah since you took Jamar. He had a sack. He had 2 TFLs, 5 solo tackles. He probably missed 5 other tackles, so he should have had double-digit tackles on that one.
I think
thought Jalen Williams
DK
had a
showed
good
spurts.
Yeah, who's that?
DK Bonham and
yeah.
and Aaron Casey also had spurts of what they could do.
Yeah, Aaron Casey had a nice sack, real nice sack.
Yep. Again, I think Cam Jones and James Miller had very replaceable level games. I think this might have been Cam Jones's worst game. That during, I never really noticed him. He didn't make as many big plays as he did the year before, but he was always solid, right? You could always rely on him. And he was the opposite of that. He was a liability in this game. But I think that's why Aaron Casey got the run that he did.
Do you know who we should probably be talking about that didn't get talked about at all during the game, and that's good for him? Is
Mullen?
Yeah.
Yep. He let up that big play again on.
I think in the first quarter, right? Is that the one you're talking about, or are you talking about the one?
No, it was on the same drive. It
was on a slant.
It was on a slant. It was again another 3rd and 3 or whatever.
I think he dove in front.
Mm-hmm. It's exactly what Jalen Williams did.
Yeah.
Exactly what Jalen Williams did, and just missed it.
Yeah.
And instead of a 3-yard gain, it would have been a first down. It turned into a 20-yard gain.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, again, we're picking nits. If that's Tywone Mullen had a really good game considering how much they threw the ball.
Did you say picking nits?
Nitpicking.
I like that,
picking
dude.
Nits.
Picking nits.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so I think we can just say Jamar Johnson. God, I'm gonna miss him. Miss him so much. Him and his blonde dreads. Damn it. All right. Let's talk about our sponsor, and then we'll get into everybody's favorite part of the podcast, Brando's Randos.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
So, as we know, this podcast is brought to you by the Monon Track Club. The Monon Track Club is Indiana's running brand built on a deep love for the sport in the Hoosier State. They craft products, tell stories, create experiences that aim to celebrate, support, and add to Indiana's running culture. I'm not even going to ask you. I know you don't like running. Did you run today, though?
Played basketball yesterday for the first time since November, and I can't move my hips.
There you go. I don't like running. That's why I haven't run outside yet. But I might start because, want to know why? Because I have on a Monon Track Club shirt, and it's an awesome shirt. And anybody can buy this shirt, and you guys can buy it cheaper than what I bought it because you get 10% off. Check out the website. It's in the show notes. Use the promo code. Don't use the promo code. I don't know what that is. Use the promo code. It's LEO10, LEO10. That's going to get you 10% off any purchase that you make. You can buy stickers. You can buy hats. You can buy hoodies. Why you would buy a hoodie in March, I don't know. You can buy shirts.
You got that stimmy. You got that tax check coming in, dude. You got money. You got money. Get some gear. Get some gear.
Get it up. Get it up. And support an IU owner of a small business. Yeah. The dude's never mind. I was gonna say he's cool. He's all right. He's an all right guy.
We like him.
Support him. IU guy through and through. He can help you out with your house and law as well. So just
multi-dimensional. Call multi-dimensional.
Yeah. Whatever you need. And I think eventually he's going to have beer. So once he has beer, then he'll sponsor the podcast with his beer too. Okay. Let's do it, man.
All right. So this is
randos.
it wouldn't be a Jack Tuttle game if Brando's Randos didn't have to do completely with quarterbacks. You mentioned separated his shoulder, debatable, end of first quarter, early second quarter. Doesn't matter. 75% of the game he played hurt, right? What's the score of the game if we put in Dexter Williams for the other 75% of the game?
We win.
I think so too. I don't know how we don't score 31 points.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say, 31.
Yeah, I think we win that game 31-21, 31-19, whatever the weird 20, whatever that weird score was. So that's not fun. My second question sucks now. Because I wanted you to be like, because you're a Tuttle guy. I wanted you to be like, nah, probably the same score. Dexter Williams never played before. Yada yada yada. It
would scare me. I would be scared. We've never seen him play.
Oh, dude, I was smiling. Dude's got swagger.
He
also
does.
Sucks. I know we're not doing current events, but he did tear his ACL. We have like the worst quarterback luck of all time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure every team says that, but we just
at least we don't have Aiden O'Connell starting at quarterback.
Yikes.
So especially when we or whatever his name is, especially when all we do is recruit 4-star quarterbacks and then they turn out to be like backup linebackers or something. So
tight ends, halfback.
Oh, tight ends.
No,
That's
or
right.
not half. H-back.
No, you're just stereotyping Xander Horvath. So what's the next Brandon?
So yeah, so my next question was going to be, how bad do we beat them if we have Penix starting?
Man, how bad do we? I think we beat them. I think it's.
I think we double them. Like I think it's we could have hung a 50 spot if Penix is playing.
I think you're right. Okay, how about you word it like this? What if Mike Penix has to throw the ball 45 times?
Good. He's like Monta Ellis. He's a volume thrower. The more throws he makes, the better.
That's where you're gonna go. You couldn't have done like Steph Curry or something.
I probably should have went like Harden. I don't know. Monta Ellis is
Monta Ellis.
He's the first one I think of when I think of volume scorer.
Wait, 2008 with 2008 Pacers or 2008 Warriors.
It doesn't matter.
I mean, God.
Again, he needs 20 throws before he even starts playing.
If you need a reverse layup when you're down 12 with 5 seconds to go, that's who's going to get you that shot. No, I think that we win the game. I don't want to do score predictions on this again. I don't want to listen to Ole Miss people.
It's a good.
Actually, you guys have been pretty nice about
it. An engaging fan base. I expected way worse.
Me too. Pretty nice. Much better than Tennessee fans.
Good.
Don't do that. Now they're going to hate us. All right. Is that it?
I got one more question.
That's a bonus, right? Is that 4 now?
This will be 3.
Oh,
the Penix one didn't count.
Shots getting me.
It didn't count because you already answered it with Dexter Williams. So today I was watching PTI and they said that Indiana basketball is Nebraska football. So I'm not going to debate this. What is Indiana football? Like, what's the basketball comparison to Indiana football? Is it Gonzaga? I'm just kidding.
Not yet. Really. So here's what I think, and it just popped into my head. I was gonna say like West Virginia basketball.
No.
Yeah.
Florida State basketball.
Who?
No. I'm thinking Florida State basketball is.
Ooh.
They're both new bloods.
Ooh.
Remember, Leonard Hamilton came out and said they are a new blood. I think that's what IU football is.
You know what I was going to aim for though, because they really haven't won anything yet. Baylor. We're Baylor.
Ooh, I like that.
We're the Baylor football version because they haven't won anything. I mean, they've been good. Look how, dude, we were ranked freaking 7th going into this game.
Yeah,
7.
That was a better Brando's Randos, and I actually came up that on the top of my head.
That was good. I hate talking about the basketball team.
I didn't. We're talking about the football team.
Although
being
now I feel
blood.
better about it now that guy's gone. So that's good. All right, let's get into the significance of the game.
Yes.
This is a unusual segment for us. Usually it's known as the significance of the win. So for the second time all year, we will call it the significance of the game. I will go first if you don't mind. here's exactly what I wrote through tears. I wrote, I don't know if we can really draw too much from this game, which we talked about before we even started, that this is just an exhibition game. Initially, I thought we were played off the field and just lucked our way back into it. Penix would have been a massive difference, but so would their top playmakers. So I don't know how to what to take away from this game. This is, so as we know, last year, I want to call it last year. Technically it was, because it was in 2020. We went into the Gator Bowl without Penix. We went to the Pinstripe Bowl without Jordan Howard. We went to, like, every time we play in one of these
it's
bowl
IU
games,
football, right? Like,
we're missing
constantly
significant players.
snake bitten.
Yes.
Snake
So
bitten.
if we play this game at full strength, both
Slaughterhouse
teams,
5. I've never read the book.
I still think it's going to be great.
Yeah, no, I do. The significance for me is 2 January bowls. Like, that's insane. Like, getting to a January bowl, like, is good in the NCAA football game for IU football, let alone in real life. So, again, that's my significance. Like, I could get used to this. I could get used to traveling every New Year's to bowl games when everything's back to normal, knock on wood. So that was my significance. One other question: what's the most famous movie exhibition, and why is it Apollo Creed and the big Russian Ivan Drago?
The most famous exhibition.
Yeah, we might need the producer to jump in on this one.
Maybe.
No, he's waving us off. He's too busy. He's too busy cutting this all together. We love you. We love you.
Exhibition.
Again, you don't have to answer that, but when I think of exhibition, it's Apollo Creed dancing around thinking, hey, this is just fun and games like IU football was. And then you got Lane Kiffin being a dick and be like, I'm going to take this serious. And like, I thought we were just playing around, guys.
Yeah.
Thought this was for shits and gigs.
Yeah, that's Kiffin, man. That's him. He'll be out in a year.
Yeah. He's on the market, I saw. He's divorced.
Oh.
If all bowl games are exhibition games, then it's got to be the Bourbon Bowl.
Oh, yeah. Great call, Waterboy.
Yes.
Mic drop. Don't drop your mic. But yeah, that's a great call.
Well done. This
Last
is
game
why
of the
we
year.
brought in
Can't
the
hold
movie.
anything back now.
That's right. That quote is definitely not from Dodgeball. It's from Waterboy. So that is a callback to a different podcast. So final grade, and then we'll wrap it up. I'll let you go first.
I hate to do it. I did this last time, so I'm copping out again. But you got to give it a curve. You know, given the circumstance of not being able to get a full bowl practice in and not having your starting quarterback, I'm going to give this a B-. I wanted to give it a C+, but we held a team that scores 40 some points in the SEC to under 30. That's got to be worth something. So yeah, I'm gonna give it B-.
We're supposed to be opposite on these things, and we're not. That's what I have.
That's horrible
I have a B-.
podcasting. Give it an F. These guys.
I tried to look to see if we did this on our original post games, and we didn't. Or at least I didn't put one on that one. But man, that's how I felt after this. I legit went into this game being like, I don't want to watch this. We got played off the field. We weren't ready for this. This was awful. And it wasn't. The defense was great.
Yep.
26 points. Now, granted, maybe 29, 20, probably 30 points if they make the field goal on the extra point. So 30 points. I'm not going to give them the blocked field goal. I'm going to give them the missed field goal and the missed extra point. They averaged 40 something in the SEC against those defenses. Then, like, yeah, I'm going to say that's pretty good. And I said I graded it on a curve without Penix. So I would say with Penix, I would give
Curve and Penix in the same sentence. That's risky.
I would give this, if Penix played this game and this is how we played, it's a D. There you go.
D, Penix, curve.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Yep. D, Penix, curve.
Yes.
Curved Penix D. Yep. So that's it, man. So now coming up next in our next little series, I think it'll be a
recap is done.
It is done. I think it'll be a We haven't actually figured it out, so we'll just talk about it right now. I think it'll be
I think we should give
spring
and winter
series.
updates.
Yeah.
There's been some recruiting buzz. Pro days have happened. Mock drafts are out. So I think kind of a smorgasbord of topics, things that we can go over. And then one thing, I'm just going to throw this out there, marinate on it a little bit. Maybe we do, they released a spring depth chart. Maybe we go positional group breakdown.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant when I said spring preview. I think that's perfect.
Positional group breakdown.
Cannot wait to talk about the hog mollies, man. That's a big position. All right. That's it for today. That's it for the 2020 season in review. Our Hoosiers finished 6-2 in a messed up season. They finished second in the Big Ten East.
Asterisks.
First asterisk. They finished second in the Big Ten East. I mean, we'll just say that out loud. They finished ahead of Michigan, ahead of Michigan State, and ahead of Penn State.
Man, NCAA football 2014. No, wait, this was actually 2020 football season.
And we look forward to finishing in first without an asterisk. I don't know. I need to go to bed. Yeah, well, I'll talk to you later, bud. Leo.
All right. Leo.
Awesome day. Leo. Thank you so much, Rick. I appreciate that. Leo.
All right, great. Leo.
Appreciate you guys. Leo. You're welcome, Dave. Have a great day. Leo.
Have a great day. Leo.
Appreciate you being here with us. Have an awesome day. And Leo.
Oh, thank you so much. Leo.
Well, thanks so much, Leo. Hey, thanks so much, Mike. Appreciate that. Leo. Appreciate you guys, man. Have an awesome day. Leo. Awesome. Leo.